Basement headed to Florida. Just picked up the Whipski. Got the high rise.
Welcome back to the basement, where it's top level content from the lower level. We're back in the studio after it's been, 3 weeks?
It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. We just got back last week from Florida, and we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about Florida real quick. The trip down there was fun.
It was an adventure.
It was an adventure. We got a big old 15 passenger van and loaded it up with the kids and everybody, and we drove from West Virginia all the way down to was it Orlando? Mm-hmm. Orlando, Florida. It's supposed to be an 11-hour drive. What'd it take us? 14 hours.
Yeah, but we stopped for over an hour trying to sleep in Georgia.
And we stopped in South Carolina for a while too.
Yeah.
Had to take pictures of the sign and everything, and all that. But Florida, let's talk about it real quick. We're gonna do this is our Florida Disney recap that we're gonna talk about. I've never been to Florida. Drew spent summers growing up in Florida. I've never been to Florida. I've been to every state from New Jersey down to Texas, except for Florida. That's the one state I've never been to in this area. I'm ready to move. I loved every bit of Florida. I loved Orlando. I loved the area. Orlando is one of those places, like, it's a huge city, but it doesn't feel like you're in a big city. Like, I told my mom she's going in the fall, and I told her, I said, be ready to be amazed, because she's never been to Florida either.
Yeah.
I said, because Florida is amazing. I love it. It won me over. We got to do everything imaginable down there, didn't we?
I think I'm still recovering, like, as far as tiredness goes.
Yeah, I'm wore out. I'm slap wore out. We got to go to a Buc-ee's. Where was that at? That was in Daytona Beach. We went to a Buc-ee's. That was the first one I went to. So we was going to talk about the bathrooms at Buc-ee's. Let me tell you, those is top level bathrooms right there, man.
Absolutely the standard for bathrooms.
They are, man. You don't even have to. Okay, it's going to sound weird when I say this. But, like, if you run into the bathroom, you got to get a stall, you don't have to worry about it because there's like 700 stalls in there. And they got a green light and a red light letting you know, hey, there's somebody in here. So if you really got to go take a doo-doo, you go to the green light, man. You just run. Yeah. You just run.
You ain't got to do the pacing back and forth looking under the doors.
Yeah, you ain't got to be that creep. All you got to
do is look up.
Yeah, you ain't got to be that creep. Like, there's somebody in there.
And there's like 78 urinals.
Yeah, there is. And when you're walking back to the bathroom, it has nothing but paintings and art and wood art. So I was like, oh, this is nice scenery when you're going back here. It's pretty cool.
I'll say this much, too. The time to go to Buc-ee's is like late at night, early in the morning.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
But even in the rush of the day, like when we stopped the second time or third time, whenever it was.
We went like 4 times.
Yeah, even then, I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to wait, and that place was packed.
Yeah, it was almost like being at Disney.
Yeah, dude. You know, I told y'all this story, but I don't think I've told it on the show. Mm-hmm. When I used to drive through Houston as a truck driver, I used to see Buc-ee's all the time. I don't know if it originated in Texas. I'm guessing that it did.
Yeah. Because
that's the only state I ever saw them in.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I saw one, I thought, my God, that's like a Walmart or gas station.
Yeah, right. You're like, my goodness.
That was before it caught on. You know, that was back in like 2016 or so.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure it's been a big thing down there, but not here. You know?
We don't know nothing about it.
The first time I saw a sign for it, I actually called it Boosie's.
Yeah.
Like everybody does. And then I was like, no, it's Buc-ee's. And then somebody had told me, like, you got to try their brisket. And I never did, but, dude, because the trucks ain't allowed at most of them anyway, so I wasn't going to stop and walk to a daggone gas station. I didn't realize how cool it was. Yeah,
right. So let's go back to day one. We get there Saturday. We get there a little too early, but we get checked in finally. And what did we do Saturday? We ordered those pizzas, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We ordered these pizzas. I'm telling you, man, those pizzas like this big. We ate on that thing for 3 days. But so day one, we get down there. We're all wore out. We relaxed, and the kids went in the pool. Was it Sunday? We went to Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
And we went to Daytona Beach, which was nice. It was hot. It was a good, 80-degree day. It was hot for us West Virginians. Let's say that.
Yeah.
So,
where we actually went out on the beach was in Ormond, which is Daytona.
Yeah.
It's all the same area right here.
Very nice beach. Very, very good. The waves were a little. It was a riptide warning, so the waves were a little rough, but.
Yeah, I want one of them houses that's right there that we saw.
You're daggone right.
Yeah. I don't think my pockets are deep enough. But,
No.
Yeah.
Then that Monday, we done a seafood boil.
Yeah.
Was that Monday? Mm-hmm. So we all wanted to eat seafood. But when you go to them seafood places, they a little expensive. Oh, yeah. So we decided, let's just buy our own seafood and cook it ourselves. So we had lobster, crab, shrimp.
Put the potatoes and corn in
it. Corn. We had all that together. Then me and Drew went outside and we grilled up some alligator tenderloin. If you've never had alligator, let me tell you something. Buy you some alligator tenderloin or any alligator. It is amazing. Like, it was good. I'm sure it's because Drew cooked it.
That's 100%.
But alligator was amazing. I loved it.
I will say this. If you're going to buy and cook your own alligator and you've never done it, read up on it. Because you can ruin it. You can make it tough.
And it tasted like, I hate to say this because it seems like very cliche, but it tasted like chicken.
It does.
For real.
And let's just say that the alligator burrito the next day was fire.
Yeah, the alligator burrito we made, that was a great idea.
Yeah. What'd you put on yours? I put a little barbecue on mine.
I just threw a slab of alligator and rolled it up in a tortilla. And just ate it like that.
Well, I put some barbecue on mine just because I wanted to try. Because I'd never had barbecue with the alligator. Because most of the time I either ate alligator tail or alligator bites, and both, they were fried. So you dip it in like cocktail sauce or something like that.
Yeah.
But where we cooked the tenderloin, I tried it with barbecue on it, dude. And it, honestly, like you said, cliche, but it tastes just like chicken.
It really does. It's got maybe the consistency of like turkey. Like a little tougher.
Yeah,
but tastes just like chicken. But I wouldn't say just like chicken. I think it tastes better than chicken.
It's not gamey.
No, not at all.
And it's not swampy.
Not at all.
Now,
not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was like, the first time I was like, I don't know, man. Because then we got with the tenderloins, they were like that long and about like that big around. And I was like, I was like, maybe this is not going to be that great. But I tried it and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. This is good.
Put your little Tony's on it, some Old Bay or whatever kind of seafood seasoning you like. Yep. Throw them on the grill for a little bit.
So that was Monday. We done a lot of pool. The kids done a lot of pool swimming that day, and just getting used to Florida. We done our seafood boil.
Monday? Didn't we go? Not today. We went to the beach shop.
Was it? Oh, it was. We went. My favorite part of the whole entire trip. As you can see, I'm a huge Hulk Hogan fan and a huge wrestling fan. WrestleMania is on right now as we speak, and I'm recording, so this is for you guys. But anyways, we went to Hogan's Beach Shop in Orlando, Florida, and that was my favorite part of the entire trip. They had a wrestling ring in there. They had the NWO motorcycle. They had his boots. They had championship belts autographed.
One of my favorite things was the ringside chairs.
Yeah, the ringside chairs from WrestleManias were in there.
I got include pictures too. Yeah, I got pictures.
Yeah. We posted them actually on our page too, but they will be included. But I got this shirt here, Hulkamania. Had to wear it tonight to represent. But it was the Hogan's Beach Shop. If you're in Tampa, Orlando, was it in Sevierville now?
I think so.
Yeah, if you're there, go to that. If you're a wrestling fan, you got to go. You got to go to it.
I decided against the shirt. My oldest son got a shirt there, and it's really cool. It's a Hollywood Hogan with his autograph on it. But I decided against it. I decided instead to buy something for our shelf. So I ended up with this. And it's a shot glass, and we don't drink, but Bash at the Beach, Clearwater, Florida, Hogan's Beach Shop on there. So we're trying to collect little things to put on our shelf.
Yeah, we trying to make our shelf look good. We're gonna try to make the shelf look a little different.
Yeah.
But that was Hogan's Beach Shop day, and that was just great. That was great. I loved it. I loved Hogan's Beach Shop.
Also, let's talk about how we went looking for a ghost store that didn't exist.
Yeah, so Drew finds this ghost store on on Google.
Yeah, a little backstory real quick. Mm-hmm. Y'all know we have game content. We're gamers. Yeah. We've been stuck on a game called Phasmophobia.
Great game.
Great game. Mm-hmm. Essentially, in this game, without going into the details of it, you're a ghost hunter. You're trying to figure out what type of ghost is haunting the house. All right, continue.
Yeah, so Drew finds this ghost hunting store, and we're like, let's go look at it. Let's see some type of equipment we could buy. Well, we go to the place on the GPS, and it takes us to a bunch of professional buildings. And we're like, wait a minute. I don't think ghost shop's going to be beside some law firms.
We ended up at the immigration center.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think this is the right place. So we looked it up again and found another shop, and we still couldn't find it. So we didn't get to go to our ghost shop, which was disappointing. We wanted to go to a ghost shop. We couldn't find one. So if you know any good ghost shops in southern West Virginia or Southwest Virginia, hey, put it in the comments. We want to go. We want to go to a ghost shop. You might even buy something and run away from our own house and sell it.
Yeah. Also, that let us out right by the airport.
Yeah, that was cool. We got to see the big jumbo jets like right there. Yeah. That's how lost we was, and essentially.
I felt like we were on the runway at one point.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. Also, the first day we rode down when we was waiting to check in. If you remember, we rode down to the lake. Yeah, they were doing that Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
that was a cluster.
Yeah, we was trying to go to find a park for the kids because we was too early to check in,
and they were getting very restless.
Yeah, they were getting very restless. They'd been up all night in the van, so yeah, it was. We tried to find something fun for them to do. Ended up going into an Easter egg hunt, and didn't mean to. So we had we gotta get out of here. We got this huge white van. We look like creeps. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, there was nowhere to park that big old thing.
No, it was a big old van. We went to Walmart 76 times because, we're from West Virginia. That's what we do.
Well, got to be the most crowded Walmart on the East Coast.
It's got to be. You had to park 2 football fields away from the door.
That was on a good day.
Yeah. So let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday was the big day. That was Disney Day.
A long day.
The long day. 16 hours of Disney.
Yeah.
But I'd never been to Disney before, obviously, and I will say this. If you've never been to Disney, go. You got to go to Disney at least once time in your life. It's not real. Disney is not real. It's its own place.
It is.
Like, as soon as you pull in over there, it's got its own highway system. You have to take a ferry you can take the monorail there. But we took a ferry over there, and as soon as you go around, you start seeing the castle and everything. It was amazing. How many rides did we end up riding that day? I think we set a record. Was it 17?
17 or 18.
Yeah, we rode 17 or 18 rides in one day at Disney. We hit everything but Tron.
Yeah.
All right? We didn't get Tron.
And we didn't get the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yeah, I think that was closed down most of the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, something was wrong with it.
Yeah, we got Buzz Lightyear, and as the last second, it just opened up. And was it like 5 minutes to go to a park close, and we got it?
Yeah.
That was a fun ride. What was your favorite ride there? You've been to Disney several times, but what's your favorite ride there?
Man, it's a really close between two, but I really like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, that pirate ship in there. That blew my mind that they fit that pirate ship inside there.
Yeah.
That's a massive pirate ship in there. That's got to be one of my tops.
The detail is unbelievable that Disney goes into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the pirates on the Pirates of the Caribbean, of course, they're animatronics.
Yeah.
But they even have leg hair.
Yeah.
I mean,
come
on, man.
What was your overall favorite, though? Was it Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's either that or Haunted Mansion. I love Haunted
Mansion's good. And the funniest picture ever from Haunted Mansion. I didn't know there was a camera right there, so I'm sitting there staring at this thing, trying to figure out what it was, and it took a picture of me. I got the most confused look on me ever as possible. Like, what? My favorite ride, though, I have 2. They're tied, and it's gonna make me sound real girly, but it used to be called Splash Mountain. Mm-hmm. Now it's called Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite, one of my favorites. And the other one was The Little Mermaid.
That's cool.
The Little Mermaid ride, and I'm going to tell you why The Little Mermaid ride is my favorite. Because it's my wife Emily's. That's her favorite Disney show. And I was watching her on there, and she was like a little kid. So it made me like man, look. It made me appreciate that ride a lot more. Because she was like being like a little kid at Disney.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
So, that was also my first time on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, because last time I took the kids to Disney, it was still under reconstruction from, being Splash Mountain and going and transitioning. It was fun. It's always a cool ride, but the way they redid the inside was really cool. That last drop will get you.
Yeah, you daggone right. Yeah. I was a little scared. I'm scared of heights. It got me. What was that? Space Mountain.
Oh, God.
Space Mountain's a good ride. I liked it, but, man, I can only ride it one time a day because it beat the brakes off of me in there.
Yeah, it hurt my back.
Yeah, it's a tough one to ride. It's a wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, that was the first daggone thing we rode.
Yeah, we rode that. The kids come out crying.
Yeah, for the rest of the day, my little girl was like, I don't know, does it drop? I'm like, listen, I shouldn't have done that to you. The funny thing was I got the same thing done to me when I was like 6, my first time at Disney. I was scared to death for the rest of the day. I knew better.
You're right.
No, that's not the first thing we rode. We rode the Asteroid.
Oh, yeah, the Asteroid Orbiter.
I'm going to be real. I'd never rode that before just because I just hadn't.
Yeah.
And
it gets high.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see a lot from up here.
Yeah.
Also, one of my personal favorites, and I know it's probably not a popular opinion, I really like the Carousel Progress.
Yeah, I like that too. That was really cool.
My kids like it. But honestly, I didn't appreciate it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Until I got to be a teenager. But that was like one of Walt Disney's very first things. Mm-hmm. And just watching progress.
Yeah.
What
was the song?
Is it a great, big, beautiful tomorrow?
Yeah, that song got stuck in my head.
Yeah.
The entire, not as bad as that old, what was the little,
Small World?
Small World, yeah. It gets stuck in your head. So, we get out of Disney, 16 hours.
Now, mind you, we got to the Main Street USA. The park opens at 8. Now, I'll preface this by saying if you've never been, they do a rope drop because the castle and Main Street is like the central location where you come in, and then you can go to Fantasyland, Frontierland, Adventureland, but they have ropes and they don't drop the ropes till 8 o'clock. And normally they do a Let the Magic Begin show. The day we went, they didn't do it. Because of the weather. Or no, they was redoing the castle.
They was redoing the castle.
They were doing work to the castle. So, whatever, we still stood there. Rope drop happened. People stampede. There ain't no need in all that.
Yeah.
So, whatever. We got in the park at 7:15. Mm-hmm. And we didn't get off the monorail because we took the monorail back out just so they could
goes through a hotel.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's why I say it's not real. Where do you go to a place where a train goes through a hotel?
Yeah. We got back to the car. It was 11:40.
Yeah.
We paid for preferred parking, and I recommend it highly.
Exactly. We was right there at the front, man.
Yeah. And now, mind you, when I didn't pay for premier parking last time, I was in the parking lot across, but I was a little bit further back. Not much, though. But still, the preferred parking is on the gate side. So you don't have to walk across and down. Mm-hmm. But we were back at our house before midnight, or right at midnight.
Yep.
And honestly, yes, it was a little inconvenient for the beaches, beaches or whatever, but being at Disney that long and being home in 11 minutes was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was, like I said, if you've never been to Disney, I highly encourage you to go. You may look at the ticket, it was just like me. When I looked at the ticket prices and paid for them, I was like, this is outrageous, until you go. Then once you go there, you're like, everything that's there and everything that you do, it's worth it. And let's just talk about the food. Food is not that expensive in Disney.
It's not terrible.
No, I mean, it cost me about $60 to eat at McDonald's. It cost me and my family $76 to eat at Disney.
If everybody, I got a family of 5, you got 6, yeah. If we don't go with the $5 meal deal, yeah, $60-$70.
Yeah, and we was inside Disney. I had clam chowder, beer battered shrimp, fish, chicken, and fries, and a drink.
I'm still mad about that.
It was good.
Mine was more, and I ate at Pecos Bill. Now, mind you, I got a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger, and this bad boy was like this, and that meat. I mean, it was about more than I could eat.
This burger.
Yeah, it was a burger. But I think ours was like $102, $103.
Yeah, we ate at, what was that place called? The
Harbor House.
Yeah, Harbor House. It was good. It was good. I would go there. I would go to Disney just to eat there. But
turkey legs.
Turkey legs were good. Hey, this goes to Hunter. Why are the turkey legs at Disney cheaper than they are at Virginia Tech games?
Arguably better.
Yeah, they are better. Good. The fireworks show.
Oh yeah.
That is the best fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. They go above and beyond for that. I felt like a little kid sitting there watching the parade.
Yeah.
The parades were cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the parades during the middle of the day.
Honestly, once you see that fireworks show, no other fireworks show will amaze you.
No.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a uppity prick, but
yeah,
it's the truth.
It is. It's the best fireworks show I've ever seen. There's nothing going to top that. And I mean, it's fireworks over top of the castle with a light show on the castle at the same exact time, and the fireworks are playing into the actual show that you're watching. It was cool. Yeah. It was very cool. So I would give Disney, if I had to give them a rating, I'd probably go 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I'd give it 9 out of 10 is there's not enough bathrooms. They need to put more bathrooms in that joint. It took me forever to figure out where a bathroom was at.
A lot of the bathrooms in Disney, if you've never been there, they try to hide them.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Not hide them to where you can't find them, but they try to fit them in places to where they keep the magic alive.
Yeah.
I will say this about Disney, and again, I've been a lot of times, but and I think it's rules, honestly. Cast members have to smile. They're friendly. They make it an all-around experience.
Yeah.
They really do. I mean, like he said, the ticket price for me and my family plus the memory maker, which is 100% worth it.
Yeah, 100% worth it.
Because you buy one of the pictures on the ride, it's like $35-$40, and the memory maker's $75. It was just shy of $1,000 for our tickets. Yeah,
we paid for all of ours. I think with the memory maker, I think it was like $1,300. Mm-hmm. So it's not that bad. Not bad.
It is a lot of money, but the only thing that you have to pay for inside the park is your food and any souvenirs that you buy.
Yeah.
There's no attraction in there that costs you any extra.
No. That's what I was worried about. I'm like, man, how much is rides going to cost and stuff? Do I got to buy tickets for rides? No. Your ticket price that you pay covers all of it. So this is not a sale for Disney, unless they want to sponsor us.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll go there again. Well, we are going to go back there again. That is something we decided is next year we're going to look at going to Disney again. I think we're going to do a different park though, but that's something that we'll decide later on. Mm-hmm. It was a great time though. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Florida. I've been to Myrtle Beach, Outer Banks. All them places like that, Sevierville, Dollywood, Carowinds. There's nothing that compares to Disney or Florida. If I had to go on vacation again and it was a free vacation and they gave me the option between Myrtle Beach, it's completely free, or I got to pay $100 to go to Florida, I'm going to go to Florida again. I'm not going back there. It's beautiful.
Beautiful state.
Beautiful. I loved it. It's definitely where I want to take my kids again. Is Florida. It was great. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've been in love with Florida for a long time.
Mm-hmm. It makes me enjoy. I want to go watch a Florida State game now. I want to go down there and watch that because just everything down there was just amazing.
Yeah.
But that's our Florida and Disney recap. We hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little longer episode than what we normally do.
Oh, real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
We talked about we was going to get outdoor content, and we do have some outdoorsy things coming. That some videos, pictures. We did not get to go fishing.
Yeah.
Or magnet fishing. Literally, we didn't sleep in any days. We went to bed fairly early, but we stayed busy all weekend. We'd had to stay 2 weeks to do all the stuff that we said we was going to do.
We literally stayed busy from the time we was awake to the time we went to bed. We done everything that you could possibly do. And more stuff that we probably done forgot we haven't even talked about. And,
yeah, I'm trying to remember, but we went to the zoo.
Yeah, on the way back we went to Jacksonville Zoo. That was cool. I really like Jacksonville Zoo. The layout's a little weird to get used to, but it's pretty cool. You got the Jacksonville Jaguar was a cool.
Yeah.
That was cool to see that.
Yeah.
The lion was cool.
Yeah.
He was sleeping, but
yeah, the tiger was growling. Though.
Yeah, the tiger peeing on everybody.
Yeah.
Tiger was marking his territory, buddy.
But the gorillas and the monkey enclosure is really cool. They can walk above you and stuff.
Yeah, the baboon that was sitting there right above our heads, sitting there staring at us.
Yeah, over Rafiki up there.
Yep.
But honestly, you know what? If y'all like, comment, and subscribe to all of our stuff, like and follow, maybe we can spend 2 weeks there.
Yeah, help us out. But with that being said, it's top level content from the lower level. It's the basement.